What up, gang? This your boy Music 101, and y'all back with another episode of Miss Me with the BS. Make sure y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss a video.
All right. So what's up? What's up? Peace, peace, peace. I am Lena Love Lather. I'm coming to you with a quick little interview with the queen of paperwork, Mickey
Hey.
Proof. Say what's up to the people, Mickey.
Oh, what's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, Lena Love Lather? I know that's definitely branding, but that's a great brand. Okay, branding way to do it for sure.
Shout out to my mother.
Hey. Shout out to Mama Dude.
That's right. Well, thank you very much for taking a few minutes of your time. Now, listen. I know I'm live, but here go my daughter walking in.
It be like that. Trust me, okay? If you ever watch one of my lives, you know the grandbaby be hollering and all in the back, okay?
All right. So, again, thank you for stopping by to my channel. If everybody, well, most of your people know, but my people may not know. This is the one that get that paperwork rolling when y'all want to hear about who's snitching, who doing what.
Okay.
This is the woman to go to, the queen of paperwork. So tell me, Mickey, how did you get your start in this?
Ooh, the tater truth. My start had nothing to do with paperwork, though. As far as a content creator, it was research. So a lot of people don't know that I started off my channel was starting off as research. Okay. Paperwork came later on. Now, in real life, before even YouTube, I've always been a person that's been able to be contacted to get, like, I was always good at FOIAs and things like that. So I was doing it in real life, but as far as content creating, I was a research blogger first. The paperwork came later. And then once I hit the scene, as with the paperwork, it was only one other person that a lot of people felt like was at the top when it came to paperwork, which was 1090 Jake. And then they started saying I was a female version of him. Okay. And I'm just getting to the point where I'm out of his shadow a little bit, because I was in his shadow for a minute. But the queen of paperwork was a branding decision to do. It was a gimmick, like it made people like, oh, that's the queen of paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Some haters was hating on it, but it did what it was supposed to do. So yeah, that's where it came from. Though. That's how it started.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. As far as getting your information, do you go down a lot of rabbit holes?
Not really. That ain't really my thing. I have now, don't get me wrong, because I'll hear something and see, I'm the type of person, I kind of self-diagnose myself with ADD a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really be paying attention all the time. Like, people may think I pay attention, but certain things will catch my attention, and I'll be like, and I'll just go off of that. And then sometimes they'll lead me to like dead ends, sometimes down rabbit holes. But my whole thing is I stick to public record only. So I don't do a lot of, I may listen to the gossip, but I got to have some public stuff to go with it in order to like run with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do you get stumped in a lot of your like research, like any of your sources kind of like back up and like, nah, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Yeah, I said that, but don't put me out there like that. Things of that. I do understand that you will have to have a relationship with some of the people, your human sources.
Right.
So tell me about that.
Normally, I don't use like per se for content human sources. So even if somebody come give me info, I try to find the public record of it, and run with it. I have used a human source recently that bit me in my ass. Okay, but we ain't gonna get into that. So that's just one reason why I normally don't use per se human sources for my content. Although I do have human sources, I have a tip line that people can call and leave tips, like for real.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a Mickey Truth hotline. It got so crazy, I kind of like don't push it as much, but y'all got a whole hotline.
Okay. Not the tip line. That means you serious.
Yo, I did that because it's like once I started transitioning into making like more so being a personality, and my inbox will be flooded with like different things, or like people like, well, you didn't know about this part, and my email, I'll miss out on email. So it's like, okay, where can I send these people that they can get what they need all, but at the same time don't clutter up what my main inboxes and stuff, and it was a tip line. So
okay, well that's what I've never heard somebody say that they had a tip line outside of like a business or law enforcement.
I am a business. I ain't the law, but I am the business.
I was just about to say, you don't play no
But
game.
yeah, you know what? But people do even leave messages on there that won't help. They like, hey, I got this case, because everyday people don't understand. For content, I do entertainment news, rap, culture.
Give us your disclaimer.
Hey, all information contained on this live is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Heavy on the entertainment. All information you during this live is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you and your mama, not nobody on this panel, okay? Look, my whole thing just dropped behind me. But yes, so yeah, on the back end, and I say it all the time, I be like, my back end is my business. Cause like people really like everyday people that may not be a big time rapper or like a nationwide store, they'll hit me on like, hey, I'm trying to, get this out. Cause what people don't realize, although for content is a debate about snitching is serious in certain people's lives. So I done had people like, hey, I'm being accused of snitching. I need help. How can I get this? Can I just hire you to get it for me? So like, yeah, it's real serious. So like I said, on the content front, yeah, it's entertainment, but people realize are impacted by that snitch allegation, and they hit me up, and it's never content. You'll never see me do a story on it, but I do help a lot of people, everyday people, in regards to that.
Oh, that's what's up. Y'all might want to get with her if you got
that. Hey, now my price go up every time I go viral, but hey, when it's like, and you can tell, and I'll be honest, I remember I started out $50. You know what I'm saying? When I first started. But then as I started progressing, and then, of course, people come to me not just because I'm good at pulling paperwork, it's because of the name. Oh, I want Mickey Truth as seen on No Jumper, as seen on Academics. I want the Queen of Paperwork as known. So, just like any other brand, you pay for the name. So, like, yeah, you got to pay the cost. And that's how I weed out people that's not serious too. Because like real people that really like it's really something serious they need done, they gonna pay the fee. And if it's not, I'm just not the one for you.
Are you able to tell what your fee is now, or do you?
Oh, it varies, but 300 is my minimum. Like I don't do no looking for less than 300 no more.
There you go.
That's just my fee. That don't have nothing to do with anything else. I got paperwork, like it's a real business, like it's forms you sign and all, but yeah, 300 is my minimum.
Okay. Now I want to just back up a little bit how I ended up actually meeting Mickey. So I started going on this live Music 101. Shout out
Music.
Shout out to Music Marita Boy. And this lady comes up and start popping her. So I'm sitting there like, what she got going on? I'm just listening, and I'm like, paperwork. And then as his lives go on, I'm like, oh, that's what she does. So I guess the height of me actually learning about her, we're not going to give anybody like any clout on this one right here, but something happened and she was holding her own. And when I definitely did, she was holding her own basically against a demographic of people.
Okay.
I was definitely impressed by that. And I reached out to her and let her know, like, this is about to take you up. It's stressful, but use it as, use it at your advantage. And that's exactly what she did. Exactly what she did.
Okay.
With that being done, she decided also to change her lane. So, could you difference from the Queen of Paperwork to now you doing media, also Messy Mickey?
Yeah. So it's always Queen of Paperwork though. I'm always Queen of Paperwork, but I'm gonna utilize, it for other things. That's always gonna be my main course because at the end of the day, I'm a researcher. So
Okay.
it's always gonna be part of that. But it get heavy at times, you know what I'm saying? It get stressful at times. So Messy Mickey with the T is a new segment I do on my podcast. But it came from my days on Clubhouse. Shout out to Bunny because she gave me the Messy Mickey name. But it was because I'll be so like, I don't say the average thing a female would say, right? So I'm gonna be more like what the fellas may say. So I would say certain things and they'd be like, now you being messy with that. And then that's where the Messy Mickey came from. But I was just being honest. I was just speaking my truth of it. Okay. So Messy Mickey with the T just came like it be times where paperwork ain't involved. It really don't take no research. So how can I like make this work for my brand? So Messy Mickey with the T, where I'm gonna talk about the T, but my T stir different because I'm gonna be the truthful one in the situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from. And then my media, that's always been my end goal. I always want to do media. You know what I'm saying? YouTube just happened to be where I came at first. But my ultimate goal was to be the one interviewing, be on the red carpets, going to events. So that's always been what I wanted to do. One day, hopefully I have a whole empire. So it's always been a goal. It's just, I always say it's different ways to get to a certain point just because, I started off, like I said, people don't know. I started off as a research blogger. A lot of people only know or remember the paperwork part of it. So like when I started doing content, they be like, oh, stick to paperwork. I be like, see, you ain't been around since the start because you would have known paperwork didn't come in until later on when I covered the BMF case.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, it actually started with the Takeoff case.
Takeoff, yes. Rest in peace to Takeoff, but the day that Takeoff was murdered is the day I started my YouTube. So like it's always gonna be a connection there. Like Mickey Truth was born from that case. And it wasn't no paperwork, because for those who followed that case, paperwork for that case didn't come out until months later. It was straight research. And I used to go down all those rabbit holes, okay, with that case when it came to YouTube. So that's where it started from, with the Takeoff case. So I always feel a connection with that. That's one of the cases, no matter where I go in my career, if it takes 2-3 years from now before a trial comes, I'm going to make sure I'm there. I don't care what I'm doing. Like, that's the case I'm definitely going to see to the end of it for sure.
That's what's up. So could you tell us, like, what do you see yourself doing as far as in your media within 6 months? Because you're gaining traction very fast.
To be honest, I don't even know as far as like where I will be. I just want to continue to grow. Like, I'm getting better with making sure I'm on camera more. Because, on YouTube, it's easy to get comfortable not being on camera. Because you be like, man, I don't feel like I'm just about to talk, get my screen going. But if people, and a lot of people probably ain't even realize, I'm more in front of the camera now. You know what I'm saying? I try to be, at least even on Triple Threat. Shout out to my co-host Music 101 and Marita Boy. I try at least half the show to be in front of the camera. Okay, like I'm trying to be more in front of the camera. I try, so just continue to grow, getting better at public speaking. Although I talk, trust me, I'll talk all day. But it's a difference between talking and public speaking. So I'm working on public speaking. Like I have an event tonight where I'm going to be outside my comfort zone. Because normally, hey, I stay to myself, get my content, keep it moving. But going to events, I have to network, I have to mingle, I have to like be that outspoken person with people I don't know outside of my own followers and stuff. So I just want to continue to grow, build on skills that's going to better me in the end.
And she's definitely being 100 with that, because you just came from, well, last weekend, was it Frito Bang's?
Yep, Atlanta.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
definitely there for
I've been traveling. In the last 30 days, I've been to Chicago, Savannah, Atlanta. I'm just getting started.
No.
Yeah. So yeah.
Definitely. So what I feel like, because I forgot how we didn't make it last weekend. So we gonna touch on the group that I'm in called the Vision Impaired. I go live button up there on Instagram, and we running our mouth.
It was a good one too. Good one.
Yeah, this one good too.
You had me sitting in the car for all the time.
I had the people looking at her like, what she got going on? But we was grooving. So right. I'm hollering at music. I'm like, how do I download the action? And as I'm looking at the instructions, I was like, oh, I was supposed to go live in 2 places.
But you taught me something, because I never knew you could do this through Instagram. So you taught me something new.
I know a little something. Don't be like me. Press the live in places though. But that's what happened, and that's why we didn't make it last Saturday. I mean, we made it, but we really didn't make it.
Right.
But
hey, we're here, I pulled up
here today, and now I know. But we did touch on last conversation that we feel like we need to do a little collab where we have, like a Mickey Truth Bar.
That Truth Bar. That Truth Bar. Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get that going. Definitely everybody tune in for Triple Threat Friday.
Hey, you better. Okay, we lit.
You can either do it on Music 101's channel, Mickey Truth's channel, or Marita. They will.
I already know. Come through on the Truth scene. You know what I'm saying?
Back to last Friday, watch the verbal spar between Marita and.
Hey, listen. I just realized all our names start with an M. I just realized that the battle. But listen, I stand in the paint against both of them. Okay, look, this week we trying something new, because, and I touched on it last time, but the direction that show is going, it's taking all us like, whoa. It started from a collab. Now it's a show, it's a production. You know what I'm saying? We all got our own segments. I'm retiring my news segment from Triple Threat and just doing Messy Mickey with the T on Triple Threat, because that was always the reason why I agreed to do Triple Threat. Because I used to be so serious, because all the research and everything was just so like straight by the paperwork, or like it was so strict. So Triple Threat was a way for me to like relax, not have to worry about being so politically correct all the time, where I can just pop my ish. So now, instead of doing the news, although it's still gonna be news related in a sense, it's just gonna be my Messy Mickey stuff where I can just, give the facts, but at the same time, have fun with it. We're gonna be playing games. So, and we opening the panel up more, because our people's pull up, they be ready to pop ish. Okay. So look, we got a lot in store, and I'm gonna say shout out to Music 101. That is the creator of it. He does a lot of things behind the scenes, all the production work. I just show up and be like, all right, what I'm gonna talk about. But it's really a production, and we're growing, and we're gonna continue to grow. But yeah, y'all definitely pull up tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We always late, cause music be having.
I was just about. We don't be on color people time. Music time.
Music time, because I'm always on time, but he always late. And Marita show up sometimes on time and sometimes
On the
okay.
job.
If he ain't fired, because I think he might be fired until probably tomorrow. Yeah, he get fired every day.
He get fired every day, but
Every day.
Yeah, and real late, show almost over, talking about him. Send me the link.
Yes, drop the link. But yeah, so shout out to them, man. I really, last week was a good thing. We had a conversation, and we're gonna continue to push it to the point I don't even go live like that no more unless it's triple threat, because it's like all that we put into that live, I don't even need to go live multiple times. I just save it for, Fridays. People look forward to knowing, okay, Friday, triple threat, we pulling up and we gonna, talk about what happened.
I don't mean to be a copycat music, but I need to drop like Mickey got.
Hey, I tell him listen.
I'm letting you. I ain't saying it to you before, but I'm saying to you now. Lena Love Lather need a drop. ASAP.
Yes, shout out to him, man. Him and Hookah Anonymous. So far, those two are the two that did a drop. I'm trying to work on. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm trying to get me a Chiracian to do me a drop, but. We gonna see what happens. I'm waiting to see if I get
old Blockians in the 60s.
I know that person say old Blackian, but Chiracian for sure. For sure.
We'll definitely be seeing more from Mickey.
For sure.
Please go ahead and get on to her now. Don't wait till she get big and try to.
Okay, listen. I remember I used to stay in my comments on live. Like, I used to have to stay in my comments to the point now. Look, I'm just gonna pop. I don't even be in my comments no more. My minds we have to hold down the comments because it just be like. And I'm so appreciative. I pop my stuff and I do, and I'm gonna use this time to clarify something. I said something last week.
Okay.
I'm in it, but I need to kind of clean it up a little bit for those who probably wasn't familiar with Mickey Truth.
Okay.
It's not, I said, like, yo, if you don't want to subscribe to me, you don't have to. Like, ain't nobody begging you to subscribe. It's not that I don't appreciate my supporters, because everybody that actually support me know I do appreciate my Truth team. But I never even mind, you could be a day one supporter. If it's just not your cup of tea anymore, I'm not going to hold it against you or hold you hostage. It's basically what I'm saying. Like, it's okay if you don't want to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I would, if you subscribe, I'm thankful, but never think hitting the subscribe button is going to like make me buckle. Like, I ain't that type of person. It's just going to be like, oh, okay. And I just, I ain't get a lot of backlash for that, but a couple people just like, oh, so you don't want people to support you? I said, see, you got to know Mickey to know.
Right.
I say it all the time on my channel, okay? I tell you quick. I hear a couple videos, you might hear me say, hey, you can leave now. But yeah, it don't be like that. But, people have to, I'm very stern and blunt. Okay. And I do people, I ain't for everybody. I say my content ain't for everybody. But once I grow on, you be like, man, she be popping her ish, but she mean well. But I ain't going to change. But, I just want to say that.
Right. All right, now before we go, you made a little announcement today.
Not you about to get to the tea. Okay.
I gotta get to the tea. I ain't mad, but I gotta get to it.
Let's get to it. I'm ready.
So you made a little announcement today that really caught me off guard. But can I tell you something? Can I tell you how I pay attention?
Mm-hmm.
Your last couple of triple threats, you didn't say Mr. Truth, and you were in every live there was something that you said to let the folks know that there is one. Mm-hmm. And I'm probably like the last 3 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, it ain't none of my business, but maybe she just don't want to talk about him. And when I read that today, I was like, oh, I really do be paying attention.
Yeah. So I made an announcement that me and my husband of 14 years have officially called it quits. For those who've been with me since the beginning, I moved out from my husband. I left him over almost 2 years ago. So like, this ain't no new thing. Okay. However, I want to say not long after I started my online platform, we kind of try to work it out. So we've been working it out, and we've been going through the ups and the downs of trying to work out, for one, not just a marriage, but we talking about 14 years of marriage, 16 years total, like I got with him when I was 19 years old. I'm 35 now. So like that's a long time. So recently it got to the point where divorce came up and we made an agreement like that's where it's headed. It's nothing that we can do to fix it. I know the song caught people off guard, but again, at the end of the day, it's gimmick. Okay, so of course the song I'm gonna have to put more into it because that's what's gonna make it catchy to people.
Right.
So it's not like we beefing, but I mean it is sore feelings that we've been together a long time. Even though we don't have no ill will, it still is a process and we still have to go through the divorce process. But I went ahead and made it known because like I said, see how you peeped that? A hater probably peeped it too. And then, like I am doing more events and things, and I may pop out with somebody else, and somebody's like, hey,
right,
that's not the truth, and then, like I said, I made it public in my city, and, I ain't want nobody to feel like they had one up on me to be like, yo, well, Mickey Truth and her husband ain't together. So I just wanted to put it out there. And I had to do a Mickey Truth fashion. I had to drop that diss song. Every time I drop a song, it's a diss record.
And we do know somebody in common, so shout out to Russian.
Yes, okay. And let me tell you, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this song I feel like is the best cover I've done. Cause I felt it like for real, like my emotions was into it. I felt it. And Russian mixed the hell out of it for sure. You know what I'm saying? And besides the Queen of Paperwork was my first one I really, really love. I love this. This is a cover song, not an actual original, but it's a cover song. And, I just love it. And like I said, at the end of the day, one thing I learned as being a personality is when life is lifing, I still got to get in front of this camera and I still, so I like to just be open about it. Like, and I'm not about to sit here and say I ain't like feeling it. I mean, that was my whole 20s and, teen, like all that. But at the same time, it happens. And, you just ain't about to say you got nothing on me. I'm putting my own shit out. Okay.
Correct. So,
and that's an exclusive because I ain't even talked about it on my own platform.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Don't tell me I got an exclusive.
You just got an exclusive, okay? I have not opened up about the situation with Mr. Truth like that until now. So shout out to you.
Shout out to me. But we're gonna definitely, because she does have an event to get to. I'm grateful for the time. Definitely grateful for the time. Once again, shout out to Music, Marita Boy, Russian, who we mentioned on here.
We got to shout out Russian, definitely Gas Lab Recording Studios. If you're in or around, or you can get to the 803, y'all tap in. They on Instagram, Gas Lab Recording Studios, and they gonna get you right, okay? And tell them Mickey Truth sent you.
Right. And wait, he probably mad at me like he is. But yeah, shout out to Russian. Shout out to
Russian always mad, okay?
Bugging me out. He was just mad at me last week. I just was like, all right, I'm in the doghouse again.
Hey, they actually got an event coming up this week. You should pull up to the city.
He told me about that.
Mm-hmm. They do. I think it's Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, well, wait a minute. So you gonna do the show, and then you going?
Well, I got something all week. So, but what we was talking about is Saturday. Pastor Troy pulling up on Saturday.
Okay. So Russians is tomorrow.
It's Friday, yeah.
Oh, we might have to do that.
Yeah, because I'll be popping off. But that's why if I ain't going to sleep, I'm going to an event when I leave Triple Threat. So I'm popping out.
Turning that camera off and be like, look, I'm here, but I'm getting dressed, y'all.
That's how it's gonna be. So yeah, so definitely pop out if you're in the 803. Pop out Gas Lab Recording Studio. They having artist showcase tomorrow. Pull up, you know, the city gonna be lit because I'm gonna be a little bit everywhere. Cause I'm also gonna be pulling up to Doe. Shout out to Cusco the Fool. Okay, he hit 1 million streams. He got a party going on. So Mickey Truth gonna turn into Mickey Truth at the door. We in the city.
You gonna be outside.
Yeah, we're gonna be outside. Okay, and this is look. Before anybody run with it, ain't got nothing to do with the situation with Mr. Truth. Mickey Truth just be outside anyway. That's part of the job. I'm on business.
You know what they're gonna do? Take it and run with it.
Yeah, you know I don't care. Hype me up, turn me up, JT. What they saying?
They taking it and run with it. Well, I just wanna shout out Southside Jamaica Queens, my home. Young fellas out there doing a thing right now. We got Super Cool Q. We got Vibe Poppy Sauce. Shout out to Baisley Projects all the time. I just want to let y'all young cats know y'all doing it. Y'all definitely.
Oh shit, okay, get it.
I'm always sharing your shit. And wait a minute, Vibe Poppy Sauce got a new little lingo. He got a little song. I don't even know how to say. I think it's da da da. Everything is da 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 something. So I said I'm leaning love la da 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 da.
Hey, that's sketchy though.
But yeah, they both dropped some stuff. Go check out their channels and tell them I sent you. I just got some merch from Super Cool Q. So I'm always. Oh, let me shout out the Black Men Are Really Everything, because they are.
And they cheat, but yeah.
Damn, Eddie, man. Why
I had that in there now. Clip that. You post that part. I had that in there. Okay.
Really. All right, but thank you so much. Enjoy your event. Be safe out there. I'll definitely.
I'm about to blow up, mouths finna close up, haters finna be quiet, and whoever trying to see me, they eyes finna be tied. Yeah, I'm in